Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a picture in the Innocence Sweet Grayscale art book from Rachel Mintz. Kind of fallen in love with these couple of books that I have. And I thought I'd do this one for Valentine's Day. She is like a little bee and she's got a little cake up here. I tried a little distress ink here. We're going to do her in like a little bee outfit, little wings, little antennas, and so it's like Be My Valentine page for me. So I have these little cubes and I'm going to use these two colors to well, I'll pick that up in a minute. It just fell on the floor. Okay, this one is mustard seed and it's a kind of a bright yellow, and I'm going just to use that. This is stained green, but it's really not going to show up green. It's just yellow. And we're just going to plop some of that down here on the page and give her a nice yellow glow. I'm using this particular tool because I want to get in a smaller area, and a big one is obviously too big for that, and sometimes people get a lot of questions on how I do my inking, which is just loading up one portion of that and then drawing it around, but that might be easier for you guys to see it this way. So we're going to get a nice little coverage here on all the yellow spots. I'm going to darken the color just kind of under here a little bit and let it be kind of splotchy everywhere else. Okay, and then she's got a little of it under here. She's also got it on her tights, so we're going to put that on there. And that's probably right in there on her shoe, and you can't see the other shoe, so that doesn't matter. And we're going to put it on the puffs of her hat. Puff, 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 puff. Okay. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go diving under my desk to get the other one. We have that, and we also have some, what is it, scattered straw in here. That might be a good one too. If I can find scattered straw without spending an hour and a half looking for it. I have this beautiful drawer to keep all my inks in, but there it is. They have to stack on each other and I can't read their names. We're going to try this one first. I just want kind of a little bit darker, so we're shading it a little bit. That might not work. It's too close. Yeah, this will be okay. So the one I'm going to use is Spiced Marmalade. The first one I used was, what did I say, mustard seed? Yeah. Okay, so I'm using the same tool that I dipped in there, and that'll give us a different color anyway. And I'm just going to darken at the back side over here and have our light coming from, I guess, that side. I really never pick a light source, but since we have shadows all over the page for us, we're going to add them where the shadows are. So I just put a little on the other side there too. Okay, under her arm, and kind of up in that area somewhere. Okay, just a little more back here. And then up on our pom-pom, just where the pom-pom thing touches. The puffball. And we'll put a little of this in her headband too. It's going to get in her hair a bit. That'll give her a highlight, right? There we go. Okay, we'll put a little in the light spots under the cupcake frosting. It's also for a highlight. All right. We are going to use the scattered straw for like her shoe here. We'll just add some color in there. Now that's going to have the orange that I had in there, scattered straw in there, all sorts of colors going on. Okay, so we've got those. I'm going to put some green down here. Easier said than done, right? There we go. So we're going to put peeled paint in. I have a new pad here. I have a scratch piece of paper. I have to load this brush or pad here. If you don't load it, you won't have enough ink on it to do anything. So we rub it pretty hard onto the felt thing, and then we get a lot of coverage. You still want to do this because you're working it into the sponge. If you don't have it worked into the sponge, you'll get all those lines that you don't like. Okay, and then when you got it worked in, we're just going to take it and lay it down here in our grass area. Don't really want it on our shoe, but we want it around our shoe. Our shoes are going to be black, so I have some black soot out for that too. Okay. We're going over all this with pencil, but I wanted to get at least some color down here. There we go. So we've got grass, we've got some of her outfit there. Here's the black soot. I know I have a black on this one, but we're going to double check to make sure there's no other color in there. Blue would be okay, but we don't really want any other color. So we're just going to go in here and kind of pull it up into that yellow we put in and pull it down. And we're going to do that on her sleeves. And down her tights too. And on her shoes. Okay, just get really dark right over here in the corner. All right, we got a bit of color going on there. What color should I do her wings? I have Peacock Feathers, which is a really bright blue. So I'm going to get a blue one here and test that color out. That'll be a nice color. So we're just going to add a little in there. Just pull it out. So Peacock Feathers. Just pull it in there. Add some pink in there too. The little cubes that I have do come in this set. So the set is of Peacock Feathers, Spice Marmalade, the Mustard Seed, and the picked Raspberry, which is a bright, bright, bright pink. I'm going to put a little of that in there too. Just kind of pull it in, and wherever it lays is a nice reflection. There. Okay. Oh, we can put some of this in the cupcake too. In that heart. I'd love to put some of this in her cheeks too. Just real light on her cheek. Maybe a little on her nose. Okay, let's quit playing with the ink, because I could end up doing the whole picture. Okay, let's get our ink pads where they go and get those put away. I'll get out some pencils. Hold on. Okay, guys, I've pulled out Polychromos. I've got them in an array of colors here, a light pink and a light blue, a light yellow, a orange, going on the theme of what I've already put down. Some brown tones, another kind of yellow, and of course black and a gray. So I will leave all these in the description box, and you kind of have a palette here that we're following. So the yellows will go on the yellows, the grays and the blacks will go on the blacks. I mean, you get the hint. We haven't gotten to skin colors yet. They're on the other side. So we're going to do what we have here first and see how far we get. So I'm going to start off with the yellows and do some work on her bumblebee outfit to make her the bee in the Be My Valentine page. So first off, we have dark cadmium yellow, and then we have dark chrome yellow, and we have light yellow glaze. Now two of these, the yellow glaze and the dark cadmium yellow, are really close to the colors that we already put down. So you're not going to see much difference unless we get really, really close. Let's try to get a little closer there. All right, so we're going to add some fluff in here, pull it out on these wispy gray pieces. And you'll see that's pretty close to what I have going on in here. I'm just going to pull it all out. Do our fluffies. And since that is our lightest color, we're just going to kind of go over it lightly everywhere in here. And that includes going on her stockings. Can we see the stockings? I hope we can see the stockings. That's a belt buckle of her shoe. I'll have to color that in black. And we'll go up here and we will add some of those. And we'll go up here, put some of that in there, and of course fluff out this area. And we can put a little in here. There. Like I said, very close color to what we are using already. So it'll show up, but it's not going to show up a whole lot. Next color is the Cadmium Yellow, and this one will match the orange we put in. So we're just going to go around and do the same thing. Add in some of those. Add them in under here. Put them in the stocking. Up in this area. And up in the headband. And pull it out up here. Get that little orange blob a little more blended in. Add a little in this in the shoe. Oh, the sole of the shoe, I guess. We're going to add brown in there too. There we go. And now the darkest color. This one is going to be darker than the orange that's in there and the colors we just used. So it will give us more of a definition there. And this one is the dark chrome yellow. And in the socks. And of course back up here. Oh, I don't know if you're seeing that part, sorry. Okay. Okay, we're going to bring in, where did I put it? The Prisma White. There it is. Make sure it's clean. We're going to pull down some and pull up some of these lines. Then we're going to go over them with the yellow. Okay, we want to cover up some of these grays. Some of them are nice shadows, but we want to pull out some of them. So you just kind of cover them up and bring some of that color in. Keep turning your pencil so you'll get nice sharp white lines. And I'm going to be careful because I still have to go over that in dark. Then we'll go over with the light yellow in some areas. the medium in some areas. And the darkest tone. And the more you do, the fluffier it will get. And then just go over the white again. With the 3 tones. Okay, we'll keep working at that, but you get the hint. We're going to go in with the black. And in here, we're going to pull some of this up into the color above. And then I'll add fluff to those lines. Okay. And down into this one. Make a heavier pressure here so you get some variation in your little lines. I kind of want to leave this little light area here so it looks like you have shorter strokes. So when you bring up your strokes from the bottom, kind of leave that line there. And then we'll just go in and add a short little layer there. And then you get that kind of a little fluffier look. Okay, now our sleeve is also fluffy, so we just want to bring our fluff down in there. I'm going to round it around the shoulder there, and then we'll fluff it this way. We're going to want to keep it dark down here and lighten it up on the top. So it's okay to just make your lines on top of each other here. I'm going to fluff some of those upward. Okay, and the same thing down here. We'll bring in the gray that we have. It's a cold gray number 4. And we're going to add some of that in there too. Just adds a different color. Okay, then we're going to get a lighter gray in there, and I don't know if I have a light gray out here. Yeah, let's see. I got a warm gray. I need a cool gray. Warm, warm. Okay, get a cold. I gotta have a cold gray out there. What are you? Okay, cold gray number 1. And we're gonna put it in here. Just kind of lighten up that a little bit. I want it a little lighter under her chin here. Okay, then we're going to take the medium color, which is our cold gray number 6. I don't, what is this one? Roman numerals are not my strong point, so it's the V with the 1. Like I said, not everything will be down in the description box. Okay, I don't want it like a big bunch here. I would rather have that bunch over on this side, so I'm going to fluff some of that out and bring some of that color over. Maybe I'll even put a little white in there. A little white on this one too, and we'll throw a little white down on this area. Okay, over here we gotta get a little gray in. And then the light gray. Fluffy Bee, her tights. We're just going to go in with the black. And do up her shoe. I think that here is a black stripe of the sock. So we'll outline that part of the shoe here. The bottom. Then we'll add kind of the sole of the shoe there. A hint of one. Bring the color up. Okay, the medium color. And the light color. Okay, go back in with the medium. And then the dark, which is your black. And if you want to smooth that out, you can get a blender stick, your choice. I happen to have the Caran d'Ache one here. And I'm just going to go over that shoe. And that'll blend it in a little bit better. You can do that with the black you put in the socks too if you want, but I haven't quite finished those. Gonna go in with a medium color. Pull it out further. This one's pretty black on that side. And then you add the light. And light up here. There. And then of course we have the other shoe to do. And then the black. Okay, the shoe. Hopefully I am in focus here with this shoe. Want that tip a little lighter. This curve to be a darker color, but you want some light in there. Medium color. Go around the shoe with the medium. Okay, and then the light. Go back with the medium. Tiny bit of white in this one. And we can put a little white on this one too. Just on the top of the shoe here. Go over that edge with the medium or the lightest gray, and then the medium gray. So it's not too bright. Okay, now the sole of our shoe. And these are stitch lines, so I'm going to take the medium and I'm just going to go around, accent those. both the top and the bottom of the shoe. Okay, then I think we'll bring in a brown tone. We could either bring in, let's see, a warm gray. This is warm gray number 2. And we're going to add that into the shoe here. Okay, that dulls it down. Then if we have, that was a 2. Oh, it's green. We have a dark sepia. We're going to bring some of that in. Lightly put it down here. The heel will stand up from the other part of the shoe. So you'll have a little shadow there. And we'll put a shadow on the back of the heel here. And our light source is on this side, so we want it to be the lighter on that side. So we'll darken this side. Okay. Bring back in the warm gray number 3. Go over that. And then bring in our blender. And just blend that up a bit. Oh, shouldn't do that. Should wipe it away. I want it darker, but still want to see it, so go back in and put those stitch lines back in a little bit. Okay. Now, let's see. We could put a few more little lines in this fluff down here. Bring up some white and down some white in here. All right, wings. There's not much detail in the wings, but we're going to bring in the pink and the blue that I picked out, and we have a light purple, pink, and sky blue. So, thought that was a pretty good match. darken some areas in here. And darken the blue areas with the sky. What is it? Sky blue? I think I probably have to come up with some kind of pattern for that. Maybe leave that for a little bit. We'll go up with the pink frosting. So where it's dark is where I'm going to put the dark pink. You can see this, right? Okay. So we're going to put pressure on that dark area and put in the pink in there. We're going to bring up some lines. Okay, we're going to lighten our pressure. So this is a heavy pressure down here, and then we just lighten it to bring up, and we're going to leave this side whiter than this side. So bring some of that down here, and then we'll just lightly cover that. Our little heart here is kind of stuck in that frosting, so we'll highlight that a little bit and get that up here. And then I guess we are dripping frosting here. And then we have like a little cherry or something down here. Okay, I'm going to bring in the Prisma White, make sure I don't have any color on the tip. And we're going to put white up here, so when I put the other color on top, it'll stay really light pink. We'll go across this top area. And on there. Okay, then when I take this pencil, when I go up here, it'll stay a light pink because of the white underneath it. Then we'll bring the white back and brighten up these areas down here. And we get some frosting going on there. And we'll do the heart. We're going to trace it. I want to leave this side lighter, so put the white on that side. And then we'll go in. We have a little highlight there. We can keep that. Maybe if I dry really hard. Now we're going on the white. And I think I'll need to bring in a darker red for that. This is magenta. Okay. So we have a little red or pink, or I need that pink or that gray's just coming through there. Play around with it. Okay. Then we have cherries, which we can do in the dark color I just brought out. They'll be simple, dark, and red. And then those are leaves. And I got the one down here. Okay. We'll have to have a green for the leaves. Let's see, we'll go in with May green. And we'll just put on some leaves there. Okay, and we'll take a little tiny darker green, if I have one here. That's a gray. Well, here, green. Permanent olive or green olive. And we'll just put a vein on them. Darken that stem up a little bit. Darken them at the base. Just so they look like something. They're kind of small and so they're not really visible. Just kind of make them look like leaves. I'm going to make the cupcake paper brown. This is Van Dyke brown, and we're going to put it on these stripes. We added already the orange and yellow for kind of a highlight area, so when I put this over those colors, it will change it for me, and I don't have to worry about it. So we're just going to leave that part, go dark under here, and gently go over the other part. Frosting has got to stand out, plate area has to stand out, and highlight. It's probably a piece of cake showing underneath that, but I don't know what kind of cake we have, so I'm not going to worry about that part. Okay, we're going to darken this area here. And then just kind of bring it up a little bit. And then we'll bring in, what are you? Raw umber. There we go. If you want, you can blend that too. Then we'll take in the white. Make sure you have no other color. And we're going to just lighten it right down the center of these. And then go back over it with the, why not green gold? We can throw a little of that green gold down in her bee suit too. And her socks. And her hair piece. And her puppies. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just added it all over if I add it in one spot. Okay. Grass, we're just going to throw in some of these wild grass pieces. Kind of do them in threes, twos or threes, just kind of make them fluff like the rest of it did. Get there with that hair. Bring it up onto the shoe if you want. Change it up and put a few colors in there so it doesn't look like one blade of grass going around. Like I say, pull it up into the shoe. If you can't see it, take the white, pull it up, and then go over it with the green. And then you'll have some grass going up around her shoe too. So it doesn't look like she's just, you know, laying on the grass there. Here we go. And bring in a third color of green. There we go. Okay, grass is done. Now, I think I'm gonna stop now and we'll come back in part 2, do her scan the plate, we'll figure out how to put a pattern in these wings and her hair. So I will see you in part 2. Let's just see what it looks like right now. Your camera moves. And we'll even turn off the lights. And you can see it in a different light source. So I will see you guys in part 2. I hope you're enjoying. Take care, everyone. Bye now.